Hi there guys, what's up? This is Nick Exploder here, and today we're going to be casting this game for the Mind Games channel. This is game 2 between the clans. This is going to be a clan war. Over here we have Blackfoot, who's from the Mind Games clan, and over here we have Dark Slayers, who's the Terran player from the 20% clan. This is game 2. I played game 1, and you should see some footage coming up from...
Trust me, I think they'll see it.
Right, and I lost, and I feel bad.
You can do better than that.
Whatever. Anyway, I'll take it like a man, and I did lose. But yeah, let's get this going with. So let's see. Blackfoot. So this is gonna be a ZVT, and what we try to do is try to pick the best match, best maps for our players, and it should be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, in this matchup, Zerg has a bunch of different things that they can go with. They could.
Terran just needs to go one thing and counter them all.
Yeah.
MMM.
So they got obviously the Banelings and all the other different units.
Which would mine's kill.
Right. And Marines.
And Marauders.
So the Overlord from Blackfoot is going to be sent out over to Darkslayer's base. Meanwhile, Darkslayer is constructing his racks. He's going to be walling off like every single Terran player does. Ooh, so we might see some pretty early tech options, perhaps our early factory.
We'll probably see Reaper.
Yeah, perhaps.
Expands are common.
Reaper is very, is good. It's very safe. Oh boy. Okay, so Blackfoot, yeah, that's hatch first. That can be very dangerous. Very economic. If you can get that base early and you can saturate it and you can keep it, then it'll definitely, it'll work out for you in the long term. However, we just have to hope Darkslayers here does not go for an aggressive build. So the spawning pool goes down.
10% guys actually might be the crouching tiger that's hitting Dragon.
Right. That's definitely true.
Because that was surprising. That guy actually played a very, very highly aggressive Wings of Liberty approach Hydra style. Kind of adapted to Hots, but even still a little bit iffy. Like he could have went for Vipers or anything, but he didn't.
Definitely.
But this time around, I would like to see how this guy is going to be doing.
And so,
anything like the results of this clan war, we'll play it. But this will kind of reflect on what we need to do going forward, like to make sure all members get their
blah 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 blah. Wow, the factory is coming down now, somewhat like I predicted, which is pretty cool for me. Lets me know that I still decently good at casting. The hatch does come down. I'm expecting to see the workers switch, or apparently not. That works out too.
Yep.
Darkslayer is starting to mess up his Marines, like every Terran player does. And, Darkslayer's not building any workers. Just thought I'd point that out. Blackfoot's beginning his metabolic boost, which every Zerg player should get, and if they don't, that's
We're seeing a tech lab go down in Starport.
Okay, this could be quite interesting. What do you think? Tech lab usually refers to like siege tanks, right? So this.
They can do something if you hear me out. 2 starports in a.
Okay.
We might be seeing
double Banshee. Oh my God! It's gonna be a Banshee build.
Scout because
the walls, yeah.
And no, Marines.
Marines and walls.
But he's gonna know something's up. No expo.
Right.
Oh, we're seeing 2 port Banshees.
Oh my God, this can be so huge. Blackfoot needs to scout this right now or get some sort of detection. Or
he needs to build some more queens, like more queen spores. He's got to know.
Yeah, and it always amuses me how fast Terran players can get their tech. He is getting cloak, as Scrim does mention. He is pumping out his very first Banshee. Blackfoot.
He's not getting a tech level on the second one.
I don't know. Maybe he's not. He has to notice something. Yeah, here it comes. So, don't worry, we're not on stream, so they can't hear us.
Still, though.
Right. So, Blackfoot here. This is so crazy. Banshee play.
Barracks going down.
So 2 racks, 2 starport.
I think we're gonna see a Banshee Marine style that was back in Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, seriously.
Did when he played.
This is quite interesting. You haven't seen Banshees really been played in a long time. It's kind of gimmicky for the Terran players, or they all outdo it.
It's a Terran unit.
Right. It'll do its definitely amount of damage. And thank God they didn't bring...
Wars going on. He's got to know something's up.
Okay, that's great. Did he scout that out? I have no idea. If we look over into
something suspicious.
Blackfoot, yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting how he instinctively...
Being this quiet on one base... And Terrans love their frickin' 2.
Right, definitely. And you can see Blackfoot, he notices that there's an expansion. Yeah, I think they're starting to suspect something. I don't know whether that's justified or not.
BRB, I gotta go get a little bit of liquid refreshment and maybe something to nibble on. I'll be right back.
Alrighty then, I'll take care of this from here. So the 3 benches are going to be moving out right into the base. And Blackfoot is going to be spreading out his creep around. As you can see, he's going to be going for some Spire play. Oh, that's going to be quite interesting. He does have the Spore Crawlers just in case anything does manage to go down. Blackfoot does have the 2 Spore Crawlers, so he should be able to deal with these fairly effectively. Now, it's quite interesting here. We've had a bit of an argument over here because we tried to figure, because we want everything to be all fair play and all that stuff. So, hopefully nobody's cheating. If so, I don't know. These 2 benches are going to be coming into the main. They're going to be harassing these queens over here and doing some great amount of damage. Not that much, however, surprisingly. The queen might be able to get picked off, and the banshees are going to be focusing down on the lead. The queens are actually getting a very decent surround upon the banshee. And just with that, Blackfoot has got an insane advantage over here right now. He's got the Overseer. So he's going to be able to scout off a bit of Darkslayer's little base here. And now Darkslayer's needs to expand. That's exactly what he's doing right now. The Overseer is getting shot up by the Marines, so he's going to be forced to auto walk away like those units have been, kind of programmed to do almost. So the Overseer is just chilling over there in the base. He's got 3 racks, his double Banshee factory coming. I mean, that's quite a bit of stuff. I have no idea how Darkslayer is actually going to be supporting this. Meanwhile, over here, Blackfoot has got quite a decent amount of Zerglings, and he is actually pumping out 4 Mutalisks to come out on the field right now, which is quite an interesting tech options. I mean, usually you don't really see Mutalisks that much. I mean, a bit, but they're not too common. But they're fairly common, but not that common. These 4 Mutalisks are just kind of chilling in the base, and we definitely have the infestation and double Evo, and then the infestation pit. Blackfoot has somewhat got an okay, scouting. I mean, the creep does help a bit, but for how much? He's got that Zergling there. Never mind. He should be able to be fine now. The Banshees are going to be kind of moving around. He possibly will be attacking from behind, or he's going to be checking out to see if there are any Lings from those Naga towers. But looks like nothing. That's not going to be really, happening. Blackfoot is actually going to be getting +1 melee and +1 ground carapace, as well as morphing in another 2 Overseers. Could be a bit of an overreaction, although I don't know what to say there. The Banshees, are they on like a patrol move or something? I mean, that's so weird the way that they're moved around like this. Darkslayers does have a substantial amount of Marines in this medevac here. You could be doing some great harassment play. Blackfoot is on the, back foot here.
That was so corny.
Yeah, I know.
Tostitos right now.
Darkslayers is going to be heading over to 3rd here, which is just about done here. I mean, and Blackfoot, he doesn't have his forces not really around here. Mist could be doing quite a bit amount of damage. The hatchery is starting to take some damage here. He's going down to the yellow and is actually going to be starting to approach down to the red. Is he going to be able to pick it off? Doesn't appear like. The Lynx are going to be getting a decent surround. Then is he going to be able to pick up all those Marines? And apparently he is not. He's going to let them all die, as well as the medevac, which is... That's quite a loss for Darkslayers right now here. And he just finishes his natural. Pretty decent timing too, as well as Blackfoot just manages to finally finish down the 3rd as well. A decently slow game here, however, never mind. See a good amount of Marines and a Marauder here. This Zergling is going to be scouting around to check to see if he has a 3rd, only to find out that he has not. And Blackfoot is actually beginning this macro hatch the Spire did take substantial amount of damage from those from those Banshees. Meanwhile, over here we can see a good amount of Banelings going to be around in the center here. The Queens are going to be doing a decent job of spreading creep around. I do have to admit.
We got another person on the server. Give me 1 sec.
User left.
Pardon me. Sorry about that, guys. We are currently. Might have seen some distant or still frame rate or still image going on, but that's all right. Scrin's going to be able to deal with that random guy there. I am on a TeamSpeak 3 server. If you guys know, Mind Games, the mindgames.noip.org. I'll post that in the description to make sure all you guys know that, and if you ever wanted to connect onto that. Meanwhile, these Queens are doing a really nice job of spreading all this creep around. And Terran over here, Darkslayers is just starting to build up that Marine Bio Ball. However, do keep in mind that Blackfoot does have a good amount of Banelings to counteract this, as well as a good flock of Mutas here and there. Blackfoot does have quite a decent amount of money stocked up, over 1,000 and 200 gas. And if we look, just curious, at the units tab, we can see obviously Blackfoot is ahead in terms of economy because of that early hatch.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Alrighty then, I'm glad that you took care of him.
Yeah, he's actually a member. He just got TeamSpeak now.
Ah, I see.
Is going to help him out with anything TeamSpeak related.
Alrighty then. Blackfoot is actually going to be getting his +2 ground carapace, and Darkslayer is going to be moving out and forward over here. The Blackfoot should be able to see all this. I mean, he does, what the creep does give him vision, of course, and now the Terran player is going to be moving up into the possible third. The Bane is going to be coming in, might do some great amount of damage. Hits the mines, hits all the Marines. Marines do some decent backstepping. The Flocks of Mutes are just going to be able to pick off everything, and that was a huge engagement for Blackfoot there.
Queens used like that in a battle in the mid-game.
Now watch them move so slow right here.
The Widow Mines!
The Widow Mines is going to be so huge amount of damage, and it did do a substantial amount, but not that much. Never mind the Widow Mines. Oh! But that is quite a good amount of Mutas over there. He's going to be able to pick off all the workers. Oh, that's nice. He's going to be able to pick off the orbital command, and it looks like it might be GG. Darkslayers does not have any forces really left, and looks like that's going to tie up for the Mind Games over here. He's even bringing the Queens to come in here. Or,
I gotta say, this, compared to our first time war, this is definitely seems like it's going to be a brawl.
Instead of the, you know, the triple hatchery just for fun. The Widow Mines are going to be warmed up here. It's going to be doing some great amount of damage to the Zerglings, but did some splash damage to itself, and he's got only a handful of Marines left compared to these great flocks of Mutas. He needs the perfect Widow Mine hits. He's going to be burning right now. He just misses the clump up from the Mutalisk here, and he's got a good ton of them. Actually got a stack full of them. He's got 5 hatcheries going to be here, showing him the revenge for the Mind Games clan, which is great, picking off every single unit coming out of that. Darkslayer says GG. Blackfoot wins the second game for the Mind Games clan. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you game 3, where we take a look at another game, and it'll be great. Any last words you want to say there, Scrin?
That was definitely revenge for your game.
Right. See you next time.